I believe we got some new VSOP.
Yeah, man. Plata Bloody.
Oh, this shit about to bring me out of retirement.
About to spit some hot bars.
Hey, yo. Nah. We got Humphrey Bogard in the building, Connecticut's finest. We got Dro Minotti in the building, BX. Woo. Shout out brother F, Straight Fuego Studios, Big Jersey.
As always.
To the left, my co-host VS.
To the OP, you know what it be.
I am the brother Burns, the Great American Hip Hop Debate Podcast. Let the beat play. 2024. I'm gonna start battle rapping. Eddie Rappers want it. Let me know. Nah, I'm talking mess. New beat VS, if you're interested, I am selling it. I give him about 3% of all price.
That's usually how it works in the music industry, ladies and gentlemen. So if you're ready for that.
I'm the label.
Just 3% of the
3%.
Writing. No publishing.
No
3% of like after it's taxed and all. Not the gross, the net. 3% of the net.
So I'm gonna get
fucking around.
Like when Diddy cleared publishing, you get like $800.
No Diddy slander allowed. Nah. We got the bro Humphrey Bogard in the building today. Thank you for being here, my brother.
Welcome.
Straight from Connecticut. We're going to get into his music career, his singles, his projects, how he started, his influences, all that good stuff. We got his partner, but it's a trio, so we got 2 out of 3 of the broke billionaires, which I probably belong in that mix. At least half, the first half. We're going to get into all that good stuff. He's got a lot of music out right now. Make sure y'all go check out the single Broke Billionaires. Make sure y'all go check out King. Make sure y'all go check out Give Me My Money. I was bumping that this morning. We're going to get into all that good stuff. But before we do that, I have to acknowledge and give praise to one of the true hip-hop goats who is doing beautiful things for not only himself, but for the culture, for the legends, and for the future of the past, if that makes sense to y'all.
He's preserving hip-hop, literally.
Yes, so we're talking about the GOAT himself, Nas.
That's right.
Nas has partnered up with Steve Stoute, Ben Horowitz, and Ben Horowitz's wife, Felicia Horowitz, to create the Paid in Full Foundation. This weekend, they had their first event honoring the God MC himself, Rakim, and one of my personal favorite MCs, Brad Johnson, a.k.a. Scarface. They had a dope little event, black tie event. It looked beautiful. They performed. And not only that, but they are awarding our legends a $500,000 grant and healthcare for life. And if y'all have kept up with Scarface and what he's been going through, he recently had a couple surgeries. I believe his son donated him a kidney. And so he's actually recovering.
Right.
So I just want to commend Nas. I know if y'all watch this show every week, I often joke about Nas. I crack on Nas. I try to downplay him, but it's all done in jest.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's all done in fun. Nas, one of the truest, one of the illest. And beyond him, the MC, what he is doing is something that has been spoken about, because I know y'all heard about the hip hop union that's been rumored to be trying to happen. Fuck all that talk. Nas is doing. Nas, Steve Stoute, Ben Horowitz, Felicia Horowitz. Shout out to y'all. Rakim. Shout out to you. Scarface. Shout out to you.
Yeah, man.
Yo, everybody else, billionaires, millionaires, Puff, Hove, Khaled, Ross, whoever brag about having that bread, chip in, y'all. Help these legends, because remember, when they started, hip hop wasn't worth shit. They wasn't making this money that y'all making. They definitely ain't getting no life insurance in their damn contracts.
Big fact.
And potentially they are not where they should be today. So if you can help the foundation, help these legends live right in their, in their later years, contribute. Not
only that, I mean, if it wasn't for these legends, they wouldn't be doing what they're doing.
Exactly. So you got to pay back, bro. You got to give back.
Pay it forward, baby.
You can't have fucking $73 million and not want to give Rakim $500,000 or whatever the donation is. Like, that shit is unfair, and it's not justice to hip hop.
Not only that, I mean, it's bad karma, man. Like, it's
Absolutely,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely. So big shout out to Nas.
big facts.
He's nominated for a Grammy. I like that. He actually won a Grammy, his first Grammy a few years ago. I like that. So shout out to him. Congratulations to him. It was a long time coming and a long time that he had not won a Grammy, and other less deserving artists, Macklemore, I'm looking at you, won fucking Grammys. Get out of here. So shout out to Nas, man.
But that's crazy that one of, I don't want to say Nas's lesser, but one of the albums that's not as highly acclaimed as, like, let's say Illmatic or It Was Written or I Am or something like that got a Grammy. Understand what I'm saying?
Well, the Grammys are like
yeah.
the Oscars, right?
Right.
So when they fuck up and don't give you one for the project
They
that
toss
deserved
you
it,
one,
they
yeah,
give you one for
yeah.
a less project,
That's
like
right.
they did to Denzel and shit. Shout out to Denzel.
Nah, but he
Um,
killed fucking Training Day though.
Right, but he
But
killed
yeah.
Malcolm X.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was just recently the anniversary of Malcolm X.
Big
So
facts.
shout out to that. And rest in peace, Malcolm X.
Yep.
Humphrey Bogard, rapid fire question. Where's Nas in your top 5? If he's in your top 5. That's wrong of me to assume. Where's Nas in your top list?
On my top list, I put Nas at like number 4.
And then can we get a top 5?
Top 5, Jay-Z, Kiss, Nas, of course, Snoop,
Mm.
and me.
There you go. That's right. Got to
There you
believe in
go.
yourself and put yourself up
That's
there.
a hell of a list.
We were talking about Snoop yesterday and how he has like fucking 30 albums.
Uh-huh.
And at one point, he was the biggest hip-hop artist on the planet.
Yeah.
And when we ask about influences and tops, Snoop is often overlooked,
True indeed.
which is a little sad.
But not for nothing. Busta Rhymes got to go on that list.
Okay.
Absolutely.
He's in your top
Okay.
10 then.
Shout out to Busta.
Huh?
Yeah, but we always talk about this, right? It's hard to ask somebody a top 10, especially somebody from the East Coast,
And
because
especially from a certain era too.
yeah, because Nas has to be there, Biggie has to be there, Jay has to
Jay-Z.
be there, Tupac probably got to be there, and then there's one more that could be Big Pun, could be Big L.
Yeah.
So like if I tell you your top 10, half of it's already gone on
Yeah.
the usual, usually half of it's
Yeah.
already gone on the artists that just kind of you have to big them up. So it'd be hard to like include Snoop. You forget about Snoop because you got Jadakiss, you got Busta, you got let's say AZ or whoever it
It's
is
a
that
lot
you
of
fuck with.
talented-
Yeah,
A lot
bro.
of talents out there, man. You
Yeah.
know?
Especially in that era where it was all competition.
All
Right,
Yeah,
because
that's what it
nowadays
was.
it's not competition. Everybody's
Yeah.
pretty cool. Everybody's pretty friendly. Let's collab.
Yeah.
Let's work.
Let's
And they
not
all
take
sound the
shots.
same and say
And
the
they
same
all
thing.
sound
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
Breaking news! I knew I remembered something.
What you got?
Coil Ray coming out in Playboy.
Get out of here.
Word is bone.
Oh, that shit gonna sell.
So Benzino, whatever the fuck.
You going to hell?
Yo, you failed, my bro.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. As a father, you failed, bro.
Yeah, she's doing play.
As a rapper, as a magazine guy,
He did his thing. The
No.
source was dope though.
before him.
Before him, yeah.
Then he joined it. It fucked it up.
Benzino, come
what
on.
else? Reality TV? All right, you did your thing.
He did.
You were entertaining.
I don't know. I
He's
didn't watch.
entertaining because he's a goofball. But anything else, damn. Coil Ray, you're a young girl, bro, so I'm not going to say nothing crazy, but think about what you're doing, man. There's repercussions later in life for actions you do as a child. You know
True
what I'm saying?
indeed.
But shout out to you. You're doing your thing. I believe she's nominated for a Grammy.
Diablo. Everybody getting a Grammy this
Ice
year.
Spice, I think, got 4 nominations. SZA might be leading the way with 9 nominations. So Grammys is a weird place, man. Let's get into our guest, Humphrey Bogard.
Yes, sir.
Straight from Connecticut. We're in Connecticut.
BPT.
BPT. I don't know what that is, but it sounds
Bridgeport, man.
Oh, Bridgeport. Okay. I don't be fucking Connecticut, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Ever since Raekwon shouted y'all out, I was like, nah, I ain't fucking with y'all. Y'all too
I'm
dangerous.
from all.
Y'all too
I'm
dangerous.
from everywhere in Connecticut. I'm
Yeah.
all over the state. You know,
That's what's up, man. Representing Connecticut.
straight out the cut, baby.
There's a lot of talent in Connecticut,
Absolutely.
music-wise.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who is the biggest artist to come out of Connecticut?
The biggest artist to ever come out of Connecticut.
Whether rap or any genre.
Yeah, or any other. Yeah.
Well, it could go back to the old school, like the Skinny Boys.
The Skinny Boys.
Okay, yeah.
Who's that?
It was like the Fat Boys, then it was the Skinny Boys.
No shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I never heard of them. Hey, shout out to the Fat Boys, bro. All you can eat. I watched that video a lot.
I can tell.
Thank you.
That's actually my guy, man.
Yeah?
Cool Rock Ski, that's my boy.
Yeah.
Shout out to Cool
Shout
Rock.
out to that, man. So growing up in Connecticut, I read your bio, and it said at the age of 8 years old, you started taking drum lessons. Why did someone put you in drum lessons? Had you already been like a heavy music kid?
Well, you know, I always loved music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, as a kid, I was that kid that your moms used to put you in front of everybody and make you do that dance.
Oh, okay.
Do that dance.
What, to what song?
I don't remember, bro.
Maybe some Michael.
Yeah, probably.
Rest in peace, Michael.
Yeah.
Word.
I was a big Mike fan coming up.
Wasn't we all, bro?
Yeah, exactly.
Wasn't we?
I don't
Yo,
think
you
I'm-
know Drake owns the glove?
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Drake going around collecting all the fucking history, bro.
Memorabilia, yeah, man, he's doing it.
Why the drums?
I just like to beat on things and make sound. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Makes
Okay.
sense.
dope. Then later on, after the drums, can you still play the drums?
Not like
No?
I used to.
Okay.
Yeah.
After on, you started to get into well, your bio says DJing, but you told me you wasn't DJing. You was just more so playing records and fucking around.
Yeah.
And like I say, fucking around, but in reality, what you're doing is studying and learning music.
Yeah,
And if you're mixing it, you're learning tempos and snares and
Yeah.
matching shit. So
absolutely.
it's no, it's fun.
Yeah.
I love to do it too, but you're actually putting in work.
Yeah.
So do you remember that time and
Well,
how you felt?
Yeah, man. It was just learning how to use the left and all of that.
What year was this?
This was like, oh man, like 90, 91, 92.
You remember what you was cutting up? Like what were you?
Rock the Bells, Ultramagnetics,
Yeah.
DOC,
Yeah.
Funky.
Who was your supplier of music? Who was the older head that was like, yo, you gotta listen to this, or yo, this new shit coming out?
Well, we was always tapped into the music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We used to listen to the radio all the time, every Friday and Saturday night.
Right.
Red
Yeah.
Alert was on.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So we used to listen to all of that. You know what I mean?
That was a different time.
So,
right?
you kind of knew,
Yeah.
you know.
There was a time, and I'm speaking to the audience, and I'm speaking to the younger audience that doesn't know this shit existed, bro. There was a time that hip hop didn't have a radio station,
Word.
and you had to tune into these specific DJs at these specific times on these specific days to get your hip hop fix.
Word.
Absolutely.
And Red Alert was one.
Kiss FM.
Yeah.
What was my man's name? Magic? DJ Magic?
DJ Magic.
DJ Magic was one. They were actually battling, which was
Yeah.
the
Chuck
beautiful
Chill Out,
thing.
them
Chuck
dudes.
Chill Out was another one.
Yeah.
Kiss FM.
All that.
Hot 97 wasn't even rap
No,
or hip hop.
yeah,
that
it
shit was
wasn't.
club
Yeah.
freestyle
Some other
shit
shit. Yeah.
before it became what it was. So shout out to all those DJs again. Shout out to the pioneers, man. People that don't necessarily get the love that they should have gotten when it was available, or if they did get the love,
Yeah.
they didn't get the financial love.
Yeah. Nah.
But all right. So you're learning music. You're learning the left to right. Boom, boom, boom. When did you say I could do that?
What?
I could write raps. I can rap.
Actually, it was like I was like about 15 years old, 15, 14, around that time. I had somebody actually wrote a rhyme for me. You know what I'm saying? I got into some trouble. I was locked up in the juvenile.
Okay.
And this kid in there, he wrote a rhyme for me, and I remembered the rhyme while I was in there, and I used to say it whenever I went somewhere. But then, you know what I'm saying, I was like, all right, this is getting whack.
Yeah, you only got the one rhyme.
I gotta come up with something else.
So, then I actually started writing my own rhymes, and it was actually way better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And a couple of, cats from around the way, they'd be like, yo, you nice. And it's like gave me that inspiration, and I just kept going from there.
So
Nice. Did you ever do like going around and battling? Not necessarily battling, but spitting with other
Absolutely.
MCs.
Cyphers
Like,
and
yeah,
all
like
that. We used to be in the
cyphers and
middle of
shit.
downtown. We'd be at the train station, city bus.
yeah.
Like no matter where.
Wherever it was.
Yeah.
Lunch table,
Wherever
beating
they
on
were
the
doing it,
table,
yeah.
all of that.
I wonder, does that still happen?
I don't know.
ciphers, like
Yeah.
random
Nah,
ciphers.
no ciphers.
And now it's organized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I asked that question, right? Because if you're not what is labeled as an underground rapper, right?
Yeah.
Let's say you're trying to be a mainstream rapper.
Yeah.
How would you even do that in a cipher? Like, how do you do the biggity, hey, biggity, hey? Do you even do that? Is that even on your radar as that kind of artist? You feel me? Like, because a cipher is for real rappers, real MCs. And these
Bars.
artists that are making those type of
records
are not, in my opinion.
Yeah, so you're basically basing it on the flow, and like you can't go into a cipher spitting that type of flow. Like the new
no,
flow.
well, I'm also asking, can they?
I
Do
don't know.
they?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Or if you're
I
one
don't
of those
see that.
rappers that does the sing-songy shit, can you
Yeah.
go in a cipher and sing-songy
Like
your
the way
rap
these
to no
new-
beat?
With the way these new rappers like do they music, I don't see them out there in those ciphers.
And I don't think it would work with no beat.
And
Like,
it
they have to
doesn't
go
it
on
doesn't
a
sound
beat.
right. Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
like,
'cause it's too
it'd be
melodic.
weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too melodic.
people call it melodic. I don't, it's just like repetitive.
Yeah. No, but they're trying to go to like a melody that goes that's in the song.
They're
and
in the
shit.
song.
Or in the beat.
But
I
if
should
they
say.
don't have a
they're
beat,
part of
it
the
sounds
beat.
That's
crazy.
what I-
They become like they actually become an instrument.
But think about it, right? Let's say, for instance, you hear one of those records and you cut the beat out and you just hear them spin. It sounds nuts.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
imagine that walking into your fucking cipher.
I mean, the guys that actually rap
feel
and
me?
got
They're gonna-
bars
yeah,
and got
yeah.
style and
Yeah.
swag and
Yeah.
charisma,
They might jump.
I can see them doing ciphers all
Exactly.
day. You know,
Exactly.
Yeah, but not these guys.
guys like what we do.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
absolutely.
But this
Yeah,
new
nah.
generation, this new age music, nah, they not having no cipher.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't
Now-
think so. Unless, like I said, it's the underground or what is labeled underground artists. A Rock Morrissey, Benny, or
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, whatever. Big shout out to Boo Boo the Prince, out on tour right now
That's
with
right.
the homie Ito. They're doing the Midwest run.
Yeah,
I
man.
believe last night they were in Cleveland, so big shout out to that. Keep doing y'all thing. Shout out to the
Absolutely.
homie Reno Raps. He just dropped a new remix with Boo Boo, so shout out to that.
Nice.
So, Humphrey Bogard. Before we get further into the rap career, when did you find your rap name, and what was your name before Humphrey Bogard?
Yeah.
Oh wow. All right, so before it was Humphrey Bogard, you know what I'm saying? I used to go by Stress.
Okay.
This was like in the Wu-Tang days, and you know when you say a name and it has to have that meaning, like
Yeah,
you stand for
yeah.
stress, because I stand for no tolerance. Or
Yeah.
some stupid.
Right,
you know what I
right.
mean? So you know what I'm
Some
saying? I
analogy.
just was like, yo, you know, it just wasn't. I didn't really like it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I was like, yo, I need a name. You know what I mean? You know, my name is Andre. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? And I couldn't be Dr. Dre. I couldn't be
Right.
Dre the Don or none of that. I wasn't feeling that.
You would have been the third Dr. Dre.
Yeah. I should have did it. It would probably worked. But-
Today, you would have did it
Yeah,
immediately.
Yeah, it would have probably
mattered,
worked.
Oh, yeah.
So, but you know, my first name is Andre and my last name is Humphrey.
Okay.
So, you know, my style of music, you know, I was inspired by, you know, Busta Rhymes and that type of old dirty bastard, DMX type of aggressive type of artist.
Right.
And it just was like, you know, I'm like, I felt like I was Bogarting in a way.
Okay.
So, you know, instead of B-O-G-A-R-T, it's
Yeah.
the D at the end. So I'm like, my name Humphrey.
There you
Put
go.
it together.
Put it together, Humphrey Bogard.
And for those that don't know, to be bogarting something is to be
Yeah.
strong arming or
Yeah.
taking something.
Move on something.
You know what I'm saying? No, because
Move on something. Get the fuck
people
outta here.
fucking don't be knowing
Slang.
this is dope slang. They
Yeah.
be using this wacky slang. and shit.
Wacky. You sound like an old man.
I'm old, bro. I don't give a fuck. I've stopped denying it.
Oh,
I'm
it's about time. Now you good
with
with it?
being old,
This
and I
fucking
know
guy.
old school slang and this new slang. Y'all funky, bro. Y'all weird. But Humphrey Bogard with a D instead of a T. Once you got your name, then was that when you then began recording music, not just writing music,
Actually,
or did you start under stress?
no, actually, I started recording music as Humphrey Bogard.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but,
Do you
know,
do you remember your first time going into a studio?
oh man, yeah.
Was it good results or
Well, I thought they were magnificent results.
So did everybody else when they
At
first
the
went into the
time.
studio.
At the time,
Yo, that shit was dope. You listen to it now, you're like, what the
hell I
fuck
was saying?
was
I don't
thinking?
even want to say or get into what we said on that record.
But it's at the time it was dope.
At the time it was dope.
Yeah,
It was
you
dope.
can't fucking judge something 20 years later and say, "Oh, it's not dope now." At the time, that shit was the shit. Oh man! Shout out to First Time Studio.
You remember the
Sessions.
first time in the studio? Shit was terrible.
Yeah, all we had was a drum machine. We didn't even have a beat, a full beat. We had a drum machine, no samples, just drums and bars.
Drums and bars.
You can't get more fucking authentic hip hop than that.
Exactly.
All right, so you start going to the studio, you start recording music, early music that probably you still have it. Your first stuff.
No, I
You
don't.
think anybody has it?
Somebody has it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hate that.
Somebody
bro.
has it.
I hate that. Like you record music or you make music, you create music, and somewhere along the line you lose it. And then
True.
you don't have it, and
Yeah.
somebody might have it. You're not sure who that somebody is. Somebody may have it.
Yeah, true indeed.
And yo, you may never get to hear it again, bro.
I lost the beat tape.
Actually, the person who I recorded my when I started really recording,
Yeah.
he passed away.
Oh,
His name is Mike Zulu.
rest in peace, brother
Rest in
Mike.
peace, Mike
Yeah.
Zulu, man. He's on he's actually on Big Pun's album.
Really? Which one?
The first one.
Capital
No
Punishment?
shit.
Yeah, the one when he was like Jordan or something
Yeah.
like that. Was
Oh
it
no, that's Yeah Baby.
Nah,
That he mentions Jordan? That
no,
he
it was
raps about
Capital
Jordan?
Punishment. It was
It
a
was?
yellow. It was yellow.
Yeah,
Yellow,
that's
yeah,
Capital
yeah.
Punishment.
Yeah, he's on that joint. He's on the interlude. His name is Mike Zulu, man.
Oh no
Okay.
shit. Rest in peace to brother
in
Mike.
peace to
Yeah,
So
yeah.
when he passed away, and condolences and prayers to his friends and family,
Yeah.
what happened to the music?
Well, I think his brother has a lot of his music because I reached out to them about some stuff.
And they're working with you? They're fucking with you?
Well, nah, not really.
Not really. Damn.
I'm not gonna say they not fucking with me.
Yeah,
I'm just not chasing it.
Okay.
Okay.
You know, I'm doing other things. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
If
Well, you got new shit to work on.
yeah, I really want to. You know what I mean? If they was to reach out to me and say, hey, you know, we got some of this music, you'll see what you could do, then I'll do that.
Yeah.
But I got things going on.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
new
So,
shit, yeah.
Right. So right now, you say you have new stuff going on.
Yeah.
I know you recently this year dropped the Broke Billionaires with the homie Dro Minotti. And there's one more member. What's the other member's name? I'm
Take
sorry.
notes.
Take
Take
notes.
I don't know if you're telling me
was
his
actually,
name or giving me directions.
Two
Nah,
for one.
shout out to the bro. Take
Take
notes.
notes,
for
baby.
one.
So y'all three together make the Broke Billionaires.
Yeah, well, so basically, Dro,
Mm-hmm.
the homie Dro,
Mhm.
he got this, his thing going on. So we met, and I just liked what they was doing.
When y'all meet?
When we met like, I want to say, maybe around like midsummer.
Of
This-
2023?
This year
Yeah.
we just met.
Oh, wow.
Fuck outta
But we
here,
just
bro.
been vibing, man. The
I
vibe
would have
is
thought
real.
y'all was
Yeah.
down 15 years.
Hell yeah. That's
But,
crazy.
Real
Wow.
recognize real, man.
No
you
shit,
know?
that's beautiful, bro.
That's dope. That's dope.
From the same planet.
Exactly.
So you know what I mean? I'm just trying to make it with good people and good energy around me. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about.
And let's give a quick shout out to the bro Jay Carter.
Absolutely.
He
Big
actually put us on to these dope ass artists when he was up here. I believe he's back out in Italy right now.
Yeah.
He just dropped a new jewelry collab. Make sure y'all go check that out. And shout out to him, bro. Good brother.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
yeah. Shouts to Jay Carter, man.
So now we got the Broke Billionaires. That's the name of the song and the name of the group, correct?
Yeah.
Well, it's a whole movement. You know what
The
I'm
whole
saying? Like,
movement. Okay.
The album's gonna be called Broke.
well,
Or is-
nah. I mean,
or is that
that's still yet to be decided. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Alright.
But there is a project. It's recorded. It's ready to go, and it's coming out 2024.
Yeah.
Okay, dope. And then after that, I believe you guys told me you're gonna put out the Dro Minotti project, solo project, new album, and then we're gonna put out a Humphrey Bogart project or single.
Well, I'm just doing singles right now. I'm triggered and aimed towards singles because
right,
it's
good.
a single
Let's
based
get into
industry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
the music industry, and the way I see it, it's a single based industry.
Right.
true?
You could record a bunch of songs and everything like this. That's how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna put out a whole bunch of records when I don't even have a big enough audience that's gonna focus on one.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I just keep smacking them around with the singles
To build up.
yeah,
the fan base.
until the album is anticipated.
Okay.
You know,
Damn,
try to make.
who else was it that told us a similar thing?
Yeah,
You know,
somebody
someone
else
else.
said similar.
Like that strategy
Yeah.
is someone else told us about that
Yeah.
same strategy, right?
That
So
makes
they
sense.
they equated it to crack,
Yeah.
right? Your singles are your samples, and when you build up enough clientele
Gotta
and
build the
people are
demand.
itching for that shit,
So now,
Then
you
you
know what I
hit 'em
mean?
with
When
that.
people want it,
right?
you give them, you give it to them on a
So
platform.
how many singles you got ready to go right now?
Well, right now, and I got records. Man.
Enough to last 2024?
Yeah, I got enough records. If I wanna put out singles, I could go in for about maybe the next 6 years.
Damn.
And releasing singles, at least 4 to 5 singles a year.
And that's if you were to stop recording.
If
Yeah.
I was to
Right?
stop recording.
Yeah.
But the way I do it, I just like I was working on multiple records before me and Dro started working together. But I just was feeling what we was doing, so I just kind of put those records on pause.
Okay, but you can always go back to
I
that.
can always go back to them. They're right there.
And who's handling the bulk of your production?
Well, I got different producers. You know what I'm saying? Well, actually, my main producer, he just moved on to the afterlife.
Oh, God bless
Oh,
him, bro.
wow.
Condolences.
Yeah, my boy D Lee. But you know, like other than that, it was like I work with different producers. I work with a producer by the name of Peter Monk.
Okay.
Okay.
You know, I work with a guy named Timothy Bloom.
Are these brothers out of Connecticut?
They all over, man. They
over.
you know, they're
Right.
industry producers.
Okay.
You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? I reach out to Jimi Kendrix every now and again.
Yeah.
You know, and now, not for nothing, you know, me and Dro, we be doing things. We got to take notes.
Right.
You know, this last record that we just actually, the one we're going to, you know what I mean, we all got together. We was looking for sounds. You know what I mean? I threw a drum loop together.
I was gonna say you also do some
Yeah.
I was
production
gonna
of
say,
your
yeah,
own.
I've seen you make.
Produce too,
You
yeah.
have a few videos where you're
Yeah.
making production and shit,
Yeah.
where you're actually producing beats.
Yeah.
What's your weapon of choice
As far as equipment,
as far as
Yeah.
production? Yes.
oh man, I use a Phantom G.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's like a keyboard, right?
yeah, it's a
Okay.
keyboard. It's a Roland Phantom G,
Rolling.
and
Yes.
I got an MPC.
Which one?
I got the studio for now.
MPC
MPC
Studio. Yeah.
You say that like it's downgrade. I'll fucking take a studio right now and have a
but I'm
blast.
just saying, man. I'm getting used to the software game, man.
Okay.
You know, I'm a
I feel
out
you.
gear type of guy.
You
Right.
actually want to
The
bang
physical.
on the
I
pad.
mean, I came
Yeah.
from the MPC 2000 to the Motif, and
Yeah.
the Korg, and you know those type of things.
Right.
Now it's like a computer and a
And
keyboard.
click the box and you'll
mouse.
get the
Yeah.
drum. Yo, that's just so unnatural, bro.
Yeah. It
Like,
has no
it's
soul
tough.
though.
exactly.
It's tough.
Has no
It's
soul.
tough making beats like that. It really is.
Big props to all the producers out there who are able to fucking make those beats digitally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some
But
can't, some get busy.
yeah. I agree with y'all. Like I gotta feel it. I
Yeah,
gotta
yeah,
bang.
I'd rather
You know,
make
and
it.
I make whack ass beats. So don't take my word for it. He can verify the whackness of my beats. But still, you gotta feel it, bro. You gotta touch it and
Yeah.
feel it and really fuck with it.
Yeah.
So how do you think you're doing adapting to the new software and the
Well-
changes that are occurring?
Well, you know, I'm real. Like I don't quit. I don't give up.
Right.
Once I start, and I'm like, you know, for a minute, it's like, oh man, what am I doing?
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand what's going on. I'm getting used to the MP. I ain't touched it in years.
Right.
So it's like set up totally different from than it was back in the day.
Right.
So it's like I don't remember certain things. So I just sit there, watch a couple of tutorials, and you know, but I don't stop until I get it.
So it's all self-taught.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Tell me, how fucking happy are you when you get it? You know what
Well,
I'm
it
saying?
just
And that
feels good.
second when you feel it, like,
Yeah.
oh shit.
Yeah, it feels
got it.
good. No, absolutely, it feels good when you know you could actually turn your stuff on and create.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you know, it gets to sometimes you know working with you know other producers and stuff like that. You know, it gets kind of like you
Stale.
know, yeah, not you know. People have their own agenda.
Right. Anytime
what
you
I'm
have to
saying?
rely on someone,
Yeah.
it can be
Yeah,
difficult.
it can be difficult.
Yeah.
You know what I
Especially
mean?
if that someone is fucking popping and shaking
Yeah.
and baking and shit.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You know what I mean? So it's just better to just know what you could do for yourself and just make the best product you
Right.
could possibly
So
make.
do you have like a bunch of beats that you produce?
Yeah, I got
ready to go?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't say ready to go because I do more of the production. It's like I just do it.
Right.
Because I love to sit in front of it.
Right.
And mess with it.
Oh,
But
so
you
do you
wouldn't
ever
spit
rap on it?
Yeah, I was gonna say you wouldn't spit
Well, I
on it.
will spit on it. I think nowadays I will probably spit on my own beat.
Right.
Because I've gotten a lot better than it was back then. Back then I wasn't really confident.
Right.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But that's why I would always go to another producer. But lately I'm feeling more confident about whatever I
Stuff
can
you're
make.
creating.
Yeah.
Oh, dope.
But
Good.
to have somebody like Notes, producers that really get busy.
Yeah.
My magic is on the mic. You know what I'm saying? But to have a dope producer that knows what they're doing, they could take my sound and just enhance it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
We got a couple dope producers we mess with that we can put y'all in contact with as well.
Absolutely.
That are willing to work. Shout out to the homie Speedy Baby. He's doing a lot of projects right now. So that'll be dope.
He's nice.
Damn, you just said in regards to rapping, do you still write your bars?
I haven't written a rhyme in years.
You memorize them?
Yeah, I just go on. I got a setup at home, so I pre-record it. You know what I'm saying? And if I hear something, it's a form of writing if you want to really say that.
Right.
I just don't use a pen and a pad.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just get on that mic and I feel what I'm going to do to that beat, and I just go in. And then, if I hear something, a word or something that, let me switch that. I'll just pull it out and replace it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then I study it, and then I go to the major studios.
And lay it down proper.
And make it sound the way it's supposed to.
Are you recording in Connecticut?
I record in Connecticut.
Studios,
I record in Connecticut. I record at this place called Platinum Recorders.
Shout out to them.
Edwin Ramos. You know what I'm saying? I work with Edwin Ramos.
He's an engineer.
Yeah, he's an engineer.
That's what's up. Shout out to Edwin Ramos.
And that's the beauty of digital. You know what I'm saying? That you could just do that what you just said. I could record it, listen to it, hear something I don't like, go in there and do it again. You don't have to waste tape and it'll sound shitty. It's just digital. You just keep doing it over and over.
Put it
until
in
you get it right.
Put it on your phone and just walk around and listen to it.
Yep.
That digital made it possible to create alone.
Yeah, exactly. You could
saying?
be your
You don't
own
need
in your
an
own house.
engineer.
And that's the best way. Me and my bro were just talking about that the other day. It's like when you got that vibe and no one's standing over you. And
Exactly.
everybody ain't jumping all over the studio. Laughing. It's like you could actually sit home in your own little world and just let
Figure
your
out.
mind go wherever it's going to go.
Yeah.
There's only one negative about that, and I've experienced this. When you do some fly shit, some dope fire shit, but it's like 3 a.m. and nobody's awake, and you, no matter who you call to share it, nobody fucking with you, and you just sitting there listening to it over and over. Yo, this shit's on fire. Yo, please pick up, please. You leave them a voicemail and say, yo, listen to this shit. Yo, that's the worst feeling,
It's another downside to that too. If you got to work in the morning, you spend most of the night.
Oh yeah,
trying to get it right. Yeah.
No, just
enjoying it.
Just enjoying it over and over and over and over. Fall asleep, wake up, bring it back. You know what I mean?
Yo, but I love that feeling when it's like when you just enjoy your work and you play the shit 20 times in a row and you're there like, oh, this is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yo, I actually miss that part of creating. When you surprise yourself and you're like, yo, this is the shit.
That's how it was when we did the Broke Billionaires record, yo.
Yeah.
Over and over. That was Dro's record.
Right.
So when we met, he was like, yo, I got a record. It got an open
Verse
on it. Sent it to me, man. We was in the studio the following week.
And y'all was together?
Yeah, I called. I booked some time. He came up. That's when we met.
Right.
We did
That's
record.
awesome.
How far is the Bronx from Connecticut?
Well,
like 2 hours, 3 hours?
Nah, it's about 30 minutes.
Really? Oh, okay.
15 minutes, 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Damn, I would have never guessed that.
That's dope.
That is dope.
Oh, that's nothing. That's nothing.
With the what were we talking about? Oh, with the constructing of bars and stuff. Do you ever go back and change a verse on a song?
Yeah.
Not necessarily change the whole song, but it'd be like one verse that is like, I got it.
Well, I think it's important to rewrite.
Right.
If you do something, sometimes rewriting it would make it
better.
10 times better.
Yeah.
I've done that on I've done that on records before where I put a verse and then I'm like, yo, nah, this ain't it. Then I'll erase the whole thing and then just try to vibe all over. But sometimes, that comes from when you're not really in that vibe.
Right.
If you gotta
You're forcing
you're forcing it. I've forced records.
Yeah.
But if you gotta force the record, then it's not gonna really be that. You know what I mean?
It's not authentic dope. Like, you gotta really fucking love that shit, bro.
Yeah.
If you want me to love it, you gotta fucking love it.
Yeah.
But I think to go back just a second to the newer artists, I think that's another reason their music is of a lesser quality, because not only do they not rewrite, they just lay the first thought that comes to their head.
Yeah. They don't go back and change.
There's no actual development of the artist.
There's no concept there either.
Right. So one thing I always remember when people talk about Puff, for example, Puff will give you a beat and tell you to write 5 verses.
Yeah.
And then from those 5, he may take 2 bars from here, 2 bars from here, and make like
That's what you call production.
a full right.
I've worked with somebody.
That's another
like that.
thing about these artists, because they're doing everything digital. They're not working with a producer. They'll get a beat from somebody, but that person is not there telling them like, "Yo, say it like this, slow it down, take these words out."
Yo,
like,
I've
you
worked
feel
with
me?
somebody like that.
Did you enjoy it?
God. I'm gonna be honest. When I first started working with them, it was like I was on my high horse. I want to do it the way I want to do it.
Right.
So then, it got to a point where they was like, well, if you can't do what we need you to do, then we're not the ones for you.
Right.
And I'm like, hold on, I'm about to stick my foot in my mouth, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because these dudes are top 40 Billboard producers.
Right.
You know
And
what I'm
that
saying?
ego about to fuck it up.
And my ego about to mess it all up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Big shout to Peter Monk. He used to be the in-house producer for Virgin Records.
Oh, shout out to that. Wow.
So, Peter Monk doesn't play. You know what I
Right.
mean? So when I started, I did a record with him called T.O.P. But he dissected every word in that song. Every word. He made me do that song. And I listened to it. It's not one of the biggest, it's not one of my best records.
Yeah.
But I think that right there was my best session that I've ever had.
Right. Imagine how much shit you learned.
Yeah, I learned a lot working with Peter. You know what I'm saying? Like, he showed me things that I was like, wow.
That's a good producer, bro.
He's a phenomenal producer.
There's producers out there that's gonna fucking break it down to the syllables and shit.
Yeah.
Like, yo, this bar has too many syllables.
That's Peter Monk.
You feel me? Not
that's
even too
Peter
many
Monk,
words,
yo.
too many syllables.
Yeah.
Like, you be like, damn.
And when you see him, you see.
But they make you better.
Yeah, he made me. I think Peter has made me better.
Yeah.
Peter,
That's why.
hands down, made me a better.
That's
artist.
why I fuck with artists. Like, I kind of like, I laugh at them a little bit, because in the moment that you're being produced, it can be frustrating.
Yeah.
Because your art is being tampered with.
Absolutely, absolutely.
But when you get the end result, you're like, oh.
But this is what we were
now
kind of
it
talking
fucking
about.
makes sense.
This is kind of what we were talking about before with F. That's that Mr. Miyagi shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's fucking Miyagi.
They're giving
that's
you
basically
lessons.
what he.
Yeah.
That's what he did.
You're not gonna see it right now. You're not gonna see the direct result right away. But at the end, you're gonna see what the fuck I'm talking about.
And then when you go work with another producer, that he just plays the beat and he's like, yeah, go ahead, I'm ready to record.
Yeah.
And you
No,
say
that
whatever
was
the fuck,
that
then you'll
was
be
the
like,
thing.
wait a minute.
That was the thing. That's the thing, right? See, this guy Peter, he's like, he's older than me.
Mm-hmm.
He's an Italian guy. He's about this tall.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you would probably look at him and stereotype him like, yo, what can he do?
Yeah.
He's a genius.
Yep.
He's a
he doing
genius. The air is crazy.
Yep.
So, when he'll be like, go home and study this, do this. He'll give me a bunch of tasks. I gotta write them down and I gotta execute.
That don't got nothing to do with the record you're
Don't
working
got
on.
nothing to do with the record that I'm working on.
Yep.
He would make me go and say, all right, let's just say Waka Flocka had the best song out right now. And he flowed it a certain way. Peter Monk would make me go home and get the acapella, to get the instrumental to that and rap it exactly the way he did it.
Right.
And then send it back to him. And then he'll call me and be like, okay, you can do this style.
Right.
And then he'll take that record that's popping, he'll take another record that's popping, and he'll create his own sound but it kind of sound like that one, and it kind of sound like that one.
And he already knows
here
you can
I'm
get
going,
on it.
and here I am just flipping it in my style and doing it. And he just coached me and showed me how to record. He just recorded me.
And he knew you could do it because he already trained you with the other shit.
Absolutely.
That's a great producer, bro. Shout out to Peter Monk.
Shout out to Peter Monk.
That is fucking awesome. So right now you got the Broke Billionaires out. We're gonna get a video to that.
Yeah, we're gonna
get a video.
We're gonna get a video.
We're just warming up, man. We're just warming up.
And then we're gonna get that project. And then we're going to get a bunch of singles from you next year. Do you know what your first single that you're going to drop next year is?
Well, I think we're going to probably do that Broke record. I want to push that Broke record next. You know what I'm saying? Oh, 720. 720, yeah. 720 is definitely going to come.
That's good that you have, like, enough where you can compete with yourself. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Enough work where you can compete with yourself. I could put out this fire shit, or I could put out this fire
Next year you'll hear some stuff with me and Ed OG too.
Ed OG and the Bulldogs?
You got with Ed OG. Yeah.
He from Boston, right?
Yeah.
Ed OG gonna have a record coming.
That's what's up. Shout out to that legend,
Shout out
bro.
to Big Ed O.
Hell yeah. What else? Oh, let's go back just a second. I read in your bio that you've opened for some major stars, including one of my personal favorite MCs of all time, Slick Rick, including Brooklyn's own Mos Def and the Bronx's Fat Joe. How did you get the opportunity to open for these artists?
Oh, man, when you hungry and you starving, you just run around bragging about your talent. Anything can happen, man.
Networking, right?
It's vibrations, man.
Yeah. Vibrations. But if you're not out there, it won't happen.
It won't happen.
Yeah, that's what that's what a lot of
the same way I made it here.
Exactly.
True.
The music business, you can do the music part in your house alone by yourself. You don't need an engineer. You don't need nothing. You got your computer, your mic, your program. You can make a song, make an album. You can even make the video. But then you got to go out and work it. You got to go out and meet people. You got to go out and talk to people, shake hands, perform. You're going to do some performances for free. Absolutely. You're going to pay to do some performances. Not you get paid for it. I'm talking about you paying somebody like, please let me get on the stage.
See, when I was doing all these performances, they was just on the strength of, we just want some talent. Nowadays, you got to pay.
Now you got to pay.
Now people pay.
Well, back in the day, they used to make the artists sell tickets.
Yeah.
Right, I don't know if you remember that phase.
I come a little bit deeper than that.
A little before that.
Yeah, I've been doing it for a minute.
Word up. So they made artists,
but I have
to get on stage.
Yeah, I have sold tickets. I'm even registered with Afton.
Yeah. No, so how did it feel opening up for these artists?
Well, it was a rush. It was a rush, man. I mean,
I'm assuming you got to meet them.
Yeah, me and Slick, I didn't met Slick Rick. I'm not gonna say I know him,
right.
But I've met him. You know what I'm saying? I did stuff with Sporty Thieves, man. I done signed autographs standing next to these dudes. You know what I'm saying? So it was a great feeling.
That's dope. That's
dope. Slick Rick, he was cool though. Slick Rick was real cool.
That's what's up, man. Shout out to the legend Slick Rick.
Hell yeah, man.
When you do that, it's like you get a taste of that level, right?
Yeah.
And then if you're from that cloth, that shit should motivate you.
Oh man, that was the greatest motivation in the world.
Like don't be happy to be there. Like I'm I gotta be here every time.
It's like rapping, doing music and recording and listening to the record. That's all great.
Yeah.
But that stage is just something else, man.
It's different, right?
Yeah, you get that rush.
As an artist, what you're doing is crazy, right? Because people might say it's easy, but you're literally creating something out of thin air.
Exactly.
Right? The producer starts with nothing but a machine. Yeah. He makes a beat. He's grabbing fucking boom. And then you come and the words are in the air, but you got to grab them and put them in order and make it dope.
Over this beat.
And make it so that people want to hear it, and not only want to hear it, want to pay for it, and then, memorize it, and then when you perform, they fucking can rap it back to you. Like, that's, you literally have done some form of magic, bro. Like,
absolutely.
That's fucking crazy. So
shout out
to y'all. Yeah, bro.
Brainwashing people.
And I can only imagine how it would feel to stand there and have however many people. I don't give a fuck if it's 10 people, bro. And they sing your song to you.
Yeah.
And you stand there and you're like, holy shit, yo. So shout out to that, man. Shout out to all the artists.
Yeah.
So when was the last time you were on stage?
The last time I was on stage, it was. Yeah, but they canceled out. I didn't do that show. I think the last time I performed was at the Shrine. Yeah, I think at the Shrine.
Oh, I think I saw that on YouTube.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
I think it was the Shrine.
Okay.
When's your next time on stage?
Yeah.
My next time on stage?
2024. South Beach, you said?
South Beach?
All right, well.
South Beach like Miami?
It's new to me, man. I'm ready.
He's like, oh, yeah,
I'll be there. Get that joint coming earlier, yo. You know what I mean?
Wait.
I'll
New
be
York has a South Beach?
Yeah.
That's the name of the
club.
spot?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I thought you meant like.
Where?
Cardi B, everybody's on Steinway in Queens.
In Queens.
Okay.
All right. Let us know. We'll pull up to that word. South Beach, absolutely. All right, so before I let you go, my brother, and before we get into 10 shots, because he's about to get into the 10 shots. First of all, congratulations on everything you've accomplished to this point.
Thank you.
Much love, much success. Best wishes for everything you're going to accomplish from this point moving forward. And we look forward to a busy 2024. Bunch of new singles coming out, new videos coming out, group project coming out. South Beach performance coming out. We're gonna put it into the Aaron Manifesto. All this shit.
Get that.
Yeah, we're gonna be busy in 24. We just getting started.
And y'all
like
are gonna
I said.
come back as the Broke Billionaires. Bring
That's
the
right.
homie Take Notes with y'all.
Absolutely,
We'll do the group.
Sit back and
joint.
take notes.
And
Broke
we'll
Billies.
see about that other stuff.
Oh, and shouts to your Area 5 podcast. What's that
Yo,
about?
Yes.
Well,
Oh,
you know
yeah,
what?
yeah.
That's just in the making right now.
Oh, okay. So
You know, I got the name and everything. I found the name and this and that.
what's gonna be like the topic?
Well, I just want to do stuff that's more like headed towards like the community, like deal with like mental health and
okay.
you know, just build just a platform where people could
right.
actually
Interact.
with like the communities and stuff like that. You know, I ain't really looking to do nothing I got to do with music.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So we're gonna connect you with our homies out in Connecticut. Damn, what's the homie's name? I know his fucking Instagram, bro. Kaz Blue. He was up here. The actor, the movie director. Pardon me for forgetting the name right now. I'm fucking burnt. But I know the Instagram is Kaz Blue. He's an actor. He's a movie director out in Connecticut. He does community
that's
stuff.
what's up.
And then the other homie, I think his name is Juan or Jose. He's also out there in Connecticut. Like I said, they got a new play going on. It was last night. I don't remember the name of none of that shit. But check it out if you're in Connecticut.
Definitely, I will.
DM me. I'll have the info.
Absolutely.
Freestyling off the brain. I don't have
Not
the
so
info.
much.
But they could potentially be dope guests for your show. We'll gladly come up. We mental health. I know a lot about that right there.
You know, just like I want to deal with, you know, not just mental health, but like every day.
Yeah.
Surviving, bro.
Topics. It's just
Survival.
survival.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Making it to the next day at least.
You know, and if I could direct them to places where they can get help and
Right.
get assistance, and
Right.
and then just let these places promote their thing right on my platform.
There you go, and help the community, bro.
Yeah,
It's a lot of people that need help
absolutely.
that don't know where to go, don't know who to go to, or don't know even how to express that they need help.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they don't even know how to ask
Like
for
I
help.
said, I just lost, you know, my best friend, my producer,
Condolences,
to mental health issues, man. So
Wow.
Sucks, bro.
R.I.P. man.
So to all the listeners, all the fans, all the subscribers, if you're in Connecticut, be on the lookout for the Area 5 podcast. I'm sorry. Everybody be on the lookout for the Area 5 podcast. But if you're in Connecticut and you're in that field and you have something to promote, help the community, help the people, holla at the bro, Humphrey Bogard. I was going to say, you got the fuck 12 pencil too? Goddamn.
No, this is the actual fucking shit.
Shout out to our bro, Villainous.
Facts.
The fuck 12 hat, crime hat, all that good stuff is out now. Make sure y'all go
you get
check
it all.
that out. Once again, Humphrey Bogard, thank you for pulling up.
man, thanks for having me.
Good luck and everything that you're
Facts.
going to get into. Keep in touch. Let's get into 10 shots real quick, and then we will wrap it up.
All right, I'm going to ask you 10 rapid fire questions. You
Okay.
answer them with minimal thought. We'll circle back and give you your answers, all right? Number 10, better group in your opinion, CNN or Smith & Wesson?
Smith & Wesson,
All right, no doubt. Rakim or Big Daddy Kane, better artist?
Big Daddy Kane.
Okay. Where do the better rappers come from? Brooklyn or Queens?
Brooklyn.
Okay. Lauren or Mary J?
Mary J.
All right. Havoc or Large Professor, producer wise?
Large Pro.
Large Pro. How High or Half Baked? Who was the better movie?
Half Baked.
Half Baked, no doubt, no doubt. Illmatic or Reasonable Doubt?
Reasonable Doubt.
No doubt. De La or A Tribe Called Quest?
Tribe.
Tribe. Harder Beat. Put your hands where my eyes can see, or the Benjamins?
Damn.
Damn, for real?
Yeah,
That's fucking tough.
I don't make it easy.
Put your hands where my eyes can see, man. I gotta go with my boy.
All right, and we talked about it on the show. What would you prefer, stage or studio?
Studio right now.
Studio, right? You a studio guy? I feel it.
I'll
I feel
take the
it. I can
studio
take that.
now because the studio is gonna bring me to the stage.
Let's go. 2024 and beyond, baby. And there you go, 10 shots.
There you go. Shout out to Smith & Wesson. Shout out to the whole boot camp clique.
Yeah,
Shout out
yes.
to Buckshot.
Yeah.
Shout out Big
Big
Daddy
Skill.
Kane and Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Mary J over Lauren. I can't hate that because Mary J actually shows up to shit on time and performs.
And
So
performs
shout
the
out
shit out of shit.
Large Pro legend. Shout out to you, Queens. Shout out to
Shout
y'all.
out to Inshallah Clothing.
Inshallah Clothing. Shout out
Big
to
facts.
y'all. Half Baked. I'm impotent, bitch.
Get away from me.
Reasonable Doubt. Always the right answer. Shout out to Tribe. Put your hands where my eyes can see. Yo, that beat is fucking classic.
Yeah.
I feel like 6 people sampled it just
it's
this
probably
year
about
and
10.
shit. Word. And studio overstage. Shout out to that. Humphrey Bogard.
Yes,
Yo.
sir.
Connecticut's finest.
Yes,
Thank
yes.
you for
Thank
pulling
man.
up.
Thank you, bro.
This is the Great American Hip Hop Debate Podcast. As always, chin up, chest out, carry yourself with honor, carry yourself with pride. For the homie VS, Brother F, Straight Fuego Studios. Shout out to Dolly. I am the Brother Burns, and we out.